What even? Huh. Okay. And with that out of the way. Oh, and also going to do this so I don't get it beeped at. Welcome to the stream. Okay, I am getting beeped at anyway. Let me try this. Okay. There we go. Welcome to the stream, hopefully without Discord beeping at me. Open Dwarf Therapist, and then back to Feed Octogoods. Open. There we go. Disconnected. Well, that's fine. Oracle Portal. Oh, and this. I think that's that. Yes, that's the mouse. This isn't doing anything, so I can undo that. I can plug this in, so I won't have to deal with the battery on the chat viewer tablet. There we go. Okay. Well, might as well. might as well just start. Yeah, new fort connected. That's fine. I can open one. I'm opening one now. Not charging. What? Okay. Okay. So far nobody's watching. So, this is Vidoctagoods, Glaze Leap. What? Okay. There we go. What are the dwarves doing? Are the... Okay. Looks like my miners are heading to the dig site. That's good. They are digging. Except for the one who's building a thingy. Building a trade depot. Or perhaps the trade despot. Yeah, that's just a random joke. What? No. Blue jade, nice. More gems. I like gems. They're shiny. Dwarves, you did everything. I'm going to enjoy my tea. Yeah, I don't care. Hello. Interesting. Actually, that is not water. That is. See these things? Blue jades. Those are gemstones, not water. Indeed. It looks like the entire trade stockpile is dry. Anyway, those gems won't get traded. Those will be put in my main stockpile downstairs. Currently, downstairs doesn't exist. I have not, but I am going to attempt. But I'm going to make a. Hold on, let me show you. The plan is to just do that and then go down and see if it's dry. And I'm going to make it 5x5 on the next layer down so that I can try to put walls in, which hopefully will work better than smoothing it. Okay, it is. So yeah, that's the plan. Dig down. And on the next level, I'll actually start doing things and like expanding in all directions. The areas where I think there's soil will become farms, specifically mushroom farms, the areas. Oh yeah, and hold on. There's that's it. Okay. Okay. Oh, cool. So that's the first zone. It's a pasture. It's really just I don't want stuff getting into the actual fort. This next area over here, well, this is going to be the pasture for the livestock. Much larger. I'm assuming that just means not assigned as pets. Actually, this should be... there. Nice and snug. So, like, this area is going to be a ramp going down, and then on the next level, I'm going to have the ramp going down again because I don't trust there to not, yeah, okay. Actually, yeah. A reservoir can go on the level above as well. Ooh. Aqueduct. I should make a network of aqueducts. Like a network of channels through the rock carrying water to various places. Oh, and I should make bee boxes and nest boxes. Oh, hey, dwarves. What are you guys doing here? Oh, they're taking the animals to the pastures. Fences? Oh, another question. How should I make the down area? Should I go with staircases or ramps? Oh, yeah, good idea. Let me check that. Is there a cabinet container, vertical bars? This from paved road, dirt road, bridge, well, siege engines, workshops, furnaces, glass window, gem window. I don't think the wall slash floor slash stairs slash track counts. Maybe. Oh yeah, I can just build. Oh right, needs nest box. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with ramps. Which means that I am going to need to replace this with this. And then this. That's the door to the actual farm. Okay, one of the dwarfs is carrying a horse. We've got a gem cutter. These guys are moving geese around, I think. Oh, and once I get take a gander over there. Perfect. Let me see what what are the dwarves up to? There, the geese get all the grass they want. There's 5 G's here. Since when are there 5? Goose. Goose. Gander. Goose. Gander. Huh. Interesting. I thought I brought 4 geese, not 5. There's also some snails. What are these red things? Are they fruits? Oh yeah, they're fruits. Nice. Persimmons. I like persimmons, they're nice. Oh, the dwarves are interacting. Jet. We have struck jet. What's down here? Huh? What, the jet? Blue thing. Oh, same. What? Water? Where did the water come from? Great. We made another well. Let's see if this works. Okay, good. The upward slope is dry. No, but I'm a bit concerned that about this. Water everywhere, and all the boards did shrink. Water everywhere, and no any drop to drink. Oh, it's autumn. What's the progress on this? How do I tell? Okay. Leslie. One of you can, okay, that's that. You're a metalsmith, you're a peasant, you're also a peasant. Libash, can you do, can you do an architecture? The walls are still damp. Actually, H. Oops, spilled on myself. Oh well. Hopefully this next layer will be dry. Nope. Looks like I'll have to keep digging. Yep, I do be late as well. Well, hey, if nothing else, this way we're getting through the aquifer, at least. I'm going to stick with Ida. I figured that I can push down through the entire aquifer, and it will work out. I want to see how this works out. Wouldn't it be funny if I break into an underground cavern and accidentally cause weather in it? Let's see what happens on the layer below. Okay, there's only 2 damp tiles. Okay, 4 damp tiles. Still in the aquifer. We're not dry just yet. Missed. What happened? Yep. My only real solution is to dig a well somewhere and let the water flow into that. Oh, and I've made a couple mistakes. Oh well. Rather than just channeling down, I am going to do this and give them orders to dig that out. Smooth this out. There. Dwarves, get on that. Oh, and we've made mist. Mist is a very good way of making dwarves happy, by the way. I just wasn't trying to make it. So yeah, there's still water coming out of the sides. This might be a tripping hazard. Yeah, they just like mist. And mist is what happens when water tiles, when a unit of water falls a certain number, falls on a tile. A mist generator is a popular thing to put in meeting halls. It's literally just where you, basically there's you just put an artificial waterfall in the middle of the meeting room with a grate in the middle. So you're just pouring water onto a grate and it creates a big cloud of mist. And it makes all your dwarves happy. It's nice. Anyway. I think my strategy of smooth out the walls so they don't produce water as quickly and just dig down so the water has to move and coat stuff and it can dry out faster seems like it should work. Much of the time. I mean, the walls above, the ceilings are effectively constant. The ceiling of this downward ramp, this downward channel, is slowly producing water, which isn't ideal. But I can always just make a well at the bottom and have that work out. Oh, and similarly to the whole mist generator thing, I bet you could make a mist generator that has a well in the middle. Oh, and I remember this thing with... So, there's a YouTuber called Krug Smash who plays Dwarf Fortress a lot. One thing that he did a while back was attempt to make a fortress full of vampire beekeepers. Which was something. And to do this, he needed to, his plan involved using vampire dwarves who keep bees. So it started out with making this fortress called Honeystoker, which had normal dwarves, and they kept bees, and at some point an NPC who's technically, well, not an NPC, a player character who's relevant to this storyline only, who, this boar man with a goblin companion, and there's this whole thing where he has the goblin drink, like, the end step of his plan is to have an army of vampire dwarves. After making it sure the fortress of Honeystoker is thriving, he basically says, okay, I'll give you a deal. I'll give you a bunch of valuable stuff, and in exchange, you need to forbid all booze in your fort and dig a well that fits this specific set of instructions. Which, okay, that's weird. What's even weirder is, what, stop drinking booze and make a very specific well, a well to my very specific instructions? Yeah, that's not ominous at all. Anyway, one of the very specific instructions was that there is a spike trap on a timer at the bottom of the well, supposedly to agitate the water. You think you can see where this is going? Okay, I'll tell you. The guy, the boar man, has his goblin, betrays his goblin companion, having him drink vampire blood to turn him into a vampire. And throwing him into the well, with the spike trap at the bottom constantly stabbing him and mixing the water while booze is outlawed. And remember how drinking vampire blood makes you a vampire? Yep. Oh no, okay. Channel, you've got to dig down, guys. Not just a vampire, an entire fortress of vampires. So the result is that there's a dead vampire goblin at the bottom of the well, and no one's allowed to drink booze. Okay, this area is still wet. This is a deep aquifer. This is an annoyingly deep aquifer, but what are these walls made of? Galena. Is this mist? No, that's terrain. It's still a well. I am going to see this through. Oh, hey! Puppy. Puppy. Little guy. Little guy. Anyway, this is still going well. Oh, I know. I can use this to make mushroom farms. I can use this to my advantage. You think I should do that? Oh no. Oh, my site's inaccessible. Great. Well, no trade for us until we can get that depot built. How do I cancel? I need to make a trade depot. What can I build it out of? What can I build the thing out of? Wood. Build it out of wood. Come on, do it. There's 3 guys at architecture. Construct building inactive. Can somebody please just start building that? Yes, somebody's building a trade depot. So I suppose the entrance will constantly generate mist. That's good, right? And there's running water. What's not to like? Well, I mean, the constantly wet floor, for one thing. I hope this won't cause any injuries. Yes. Well, we can get leather. Tools, we could use some of those. Bimon keyboards. What? Dice, consoles, pipes, pumps, yokes. I don't know what that means. What the heck? Are these musical instruments? I think these are musical instruments. Eggs. Buy eggs. Miscellaneous. Sand. Backpacks. What's in our stockpile? Upload. Help. Okay. Mist? Is that mist? That's mist. Good. Looks like our accidental mist generator is working. The mist tunnel is working! What's it take to make a pump? I'm not sure. I think it's a crafted item. Oh, hey, more puppies. Look, there's a litter of puppies. Puppy. Look at them. Look at the adorable puppies. I love them. Now you channel. So, do you think this next layer will be dry? I'm not planning for anything being dry. I'm just assuming that at some point I'll get to something dry, and then we can get to work. Wait. Let me see something. A corpse. What? Remains. What? Why is there a corpse in here? I don't know what's going on. Globs. None. And where? None. Anything else concerning? Remains 2. Damselfly and hamster. What? That's a generic corpse. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, it's wet. It's definitely wet. Everything in this fort is wet, except for the except for the very few things that aren't wet. Why is the fort wet? Why do we have buzzsaws? Like, what is going on here? Why do we have trap components? We have large serrated discs and... Oh, hello, cat. Hello. You are very funny. You wish to watch birds, I can tell. Here, you get the microphone. Yes. It's real word. Cat. Hello. What do you think? Say hello to the viewer, the listener, the person who is on the other end of this. Yes, she is wrong. What do you think about this? Okay, she's uninterested. The kitty is not interested in this. Okay. The dwarves are apparently digging, channeling, be right back. Right. Here we go. Let's see if this next layer is vaguely dry. Nope. Not dry. This layer too is wet. How much water is there? Water, water everywhere, and all the boards did shrink. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. I like the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, it's neat. I hope this area stops being so wet. Okay then. Okay, and that reminds me of Xanadu. What a weird poem. Like, wasn't the guy on Absinthe when he wrote? I think the guy was high when he wrote Xanadu, and then got interrupted by someone knocking on his door and never finished the poem. Yep, in Xanadu did Kublai Khan a stately pleasure dome decree, etc. And it's also got lines like, and all shall cry who see him there, and all shall cry, beware, beware, his flashing eyes, his floating hair, weave a circle around him thrice, and close your eyes with holy dread, for he on honeydew hath fed, and drunk the milk of paradise. Yep. Caverns measureless to man, and so on. Refer to sunless sea, I think, was another line. That actually kind of fits with this fortress. Now all we need is to find an underground sea to drain the entrance into, and we've got that bit of Xanadu. What, the digging down thing? Maybe. Project Kubla. No, what? Back. There. All set to make caverns measureless to dwarf. Oh, I'm sure that these will be very much measurable. At least, if anyone wants to measure them. Okay. Aquifer specialist to dwarf. What's a rill? So, how much water is there down here? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Well, this is an annoying amount of water. I don't think my dwarves will drown or anything, but you never know. Yep, and all of this is still wet. Great. Feed octoguz. DS. Smoothen. Neat. Rills. Small books or bricks. Black books. Hello, new person. There's a new person who's watching this. Hello. Welcome to the stream. The fortress is wet. Everything is wet. I don't know why. It's very wet. Okay then. I have not actually watched Men in Tights. But if you mean like okay, so not quite a creek, so a rill is a small creek. Cool. A tiny creek. So one of those, like, little channels that would be that could be a ditch or could be natural. Like, a culvert outflow it could be a rill. channel. Okay, so now the, what, a rel or a culvert outflow? Question, do you think this next layer will be dry? Or do you think that, I hope so. So much water, too much water. I really hope we get some dry spell. Galena? Nope, still wet. Oh well. How many Z levels is this? I'll count the Z levels when we finally get to a dry one. Oh well. This fort should have been named Glazewell instead of Glazeleap. Right? Microcline! We struck microcline! Behold! One microcline! This stuff. Whatever this is, see this blue thing? That's microcline. Oh, neat. Feldspar, it's neat. Anyway, microcline's kind of a meme in the Dwarf Fortress community. Because, well, it's a not generally relevant mineral. Like, it's kind of generic. Like, there's not much that it's really useful for, and it's mostly just a rock. But the game treats it like it's, like it's something of use. It treats it like ores or gems. Also, it's the same color as adamantine. No, wait. It's the same color as cotton candy. Sorry, the A word's spoiler. Rubicel. Yep, wet Rubicel. The Rubicel is wet. Oh, going back to the conversation in the Discord, another of my favorite Dwarf Fortress bugs is Plane Pact, the owl statue. Do you know about Plane Pact?
Yep. Plain packed, the all statue. Let's just say that it was kind of unreasonable. Basically, a random dwarf, got a strange mood, which is something that happens sometimes. Basically, what you need to do is just let them get materials. If they can't get material, basically what happens is that the dwarf will get a strange mood, claim a workshop, and start demanding materials. Specifically materials that go with that workshop. They will then start taking those materials or getting other dwarves to take the materials to them, putting them into the workshop, and, well, making a thing. You don't know what they're going to make, but it's an artifact, which means it's indestructible. It does! Strange moods result in indestructible items, but you never know what they're going to actually be. Fairly popular ones include things like weapons. Artifact weapons are great because they won't break. Armor's another good one. Armor will... if you get an artifact... if a dwarf makes an artifact chest plate, that chest plate could never be damaged. Like, the game will not let artifacts get damaged. But here's the thing, they're procedurally generated, so they're randomly generated, so you never know what they're going to... Yes, but they can't be damaged through the chest plate. You never know what the dwarf's going to make, so in this case, some random dwarf has a strange mood and claims a masonry workshop. So far, so good. Then they start demanding stone. And they get stone. And there's a piece of the stone that they want that's off limits. Normally this would make them go insane. But what ended up happening is... Actually, more specifically, they go berserk, which is the thing. But instead of going berserk, they just kept demanding stone and taking more and more and more stone to their workshop. And here's where things get fun. After about a year in-game, the dwarf stopped collecting rock and started a project. And several months after that, they came out of their workshop with plain packed a statue that contains, among other things, the entire history of the world several times, 72 images of itself, and several images of other fortresses, of other artifacts. Like, this is an artifact statue that contains the entire history of the world and 72 images of itself, so it's a self-similar fractal, among other things. The dwarf who made it had a strange mood and worked for a year to make a self-similar statue depicting the entire history of the world, as well as itself 72 times. All because the dwarf didn't have access to a rock. Oh no. What now?
Well, that's not good. Okay. Well, I'll let the dwarves do their thing. In the meantime, I'm going to set up a temporary stockpile on the surface. A custom stockpile somewhere. Basically, one of my miners decided to not do things. Yeah, anyway, I'm making a stockpile now. Just because I'm assuming that having a bunch of junk in there, or at the bottom of the hole, can't be good. Okay, more microcline. I think. Whoa. How many dwarves do I have? 11. I have 11 dwarves. Okay, this area is still wet, so I'm going to continue to dig down. Do you think that's sensible? Well, maybe I'll go... If I punch a hole through the aquifer... Like, this thing can't go on forever. What, getting the dwarves up and down? There's a ramp. This is the entrance to the fort. The only problem is that it's all wet. Well, if I find wet, the stone that I find that's the dry stone
won't become whetstone upon getting exposed to water. It will become dry stone with water next to it. Or rather, it won't produce water. And that's the really important part. Whetstone is stone that's either aquifer tiles or has water next to it, or is on the other side of naturally occurring, or is next to natural water. Yeah. Merchants are leaving soon. That's fine by me. Go do your thing, guys. I'm building a fort. Well, the benefit of finding dry stone under the aquifer is that I won't need to make buildings to provide dwarves with shelter. If I find dry stone under the aquifer, I can build houses and workshops and all kinds of cool stuff underground without having to build a structure. I can build a well. Like, I can drain the water. I can let the water go down and drain and not get into the houses. Like, I can build the fort somewhere where the water won't get... I can build the important bits of the fort where the water won't get in. That's a thing. Pretty much. Except I won't need to dig that deep. Oh hey, more mist. Yep. But I don't think they like steam. But I don't think there's Balrogs down there. There are, however, forgotten beasts, which I'd say are worse than Balrogs. Well, yeah. I'd say that a forgotten beast to start with. Seriously. I mean, you can get a giant cicada with 16 eyes, made of diamond that can create dust explosions that just murder your dwarves, and also create transmittable diseases that cause your that cause necrosis and high fevers. Yep. And like, that's just a thing that could happen. Like, that's the worst case scenario for a forgotten beast. The best case scenario it would be something along the lines of something made of a liquid. Like a forgotten beast made of smoke that doesn't have a poisonous anything. how much water is there? 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Cave Ida, even our forgotten beasts are wet. I like how this is just a thing now. Oh, and by the way, dust type, Forgotten Beasts with dust attacks are the worst, as I understand it. Clowns can have them too. Clowns are worse than Forgotten Beasts. Like, the worst Forgotten Beasts are worse than Balrogs. Just because I really don't think that a Balrog can blow up your entire military force and then create a plague that wipes out everyone else. But clowns are worse than Forgotten Beasts. Oh, it's raining. Anyway, if we can't, if Cave Ida results in a Forgotten Beast breaking into the fort, it will absolutely be wet. Come on, you dwarves. I have struck microcline! And it's wet! Yes! And it's wet! There is wet microcline down the hall! I love this. Wet microcline! Dwarf Fortress. The game where wet microcline becomes the funniest thing ever. Hold on. I am tweeting wet microcline. This is the funniest thing ever now that I've played Dwarf Fortress on stream. Wet microcline! Oh, that's a Monty Python noise. Okay. Back to dealing with the wet rock. microcline. It's tinny, maybe? Anyway, I'm going to smooth this layer now. Seriously, this... so much smoothing. Dig this? No, not that. Don't dig that. Cancel that. Okay, cancel this. Smooth this. There we go. I love how playing Dwarf Archer's Sunstream has made wet microcline the funniest thing ever. I mean, look at it, it's microcline and it's wet. Smooth. Smooth the walls. What was that voice I just did? Oh, a bug outside the window. Hello. Hello, Shadow. The kitty has awoken. Here, Shadow. Want to see something from the microphone? Ooh. You have a bald spot on your tail. That can't be good. Need to get you a new flea collar. I think we need to do that. If the sound cut off just now, I was trying to put my cat on the microphone and I accidentally unplugged it to the mic a bit. Bleh. Words. Okay, now, channeling. Time to channel. But not a channel fireball. There are no fireballs to be channeled.
Okay, that's cool. What time? Oh, what year is it? Oh, I should do this. Let me see something. Can I make a farm? First outpost. Okay. B. P. Hold on. Let me make a farmer. Screwing me. There we go. Now you are now one of my dwarves is a farmer. Do your thing, dude. Bleep, bloop, bleep.
Anyone in chat? Also, is the sound working? Is the sound working? Yes, it is. Hey, migrants, nice. Oh yeah. Hello, guys. More dwarves. More dwarves for the fort. Right that. Where's the thingy? There it is, I think. Yeah, there's the thingy, how do I do this? Help! Help. Okay, Q. What plants are there? Let me see what plants there are before I can start, there's carrots, there's nuts. Cattails, common reeds, millet, hide roots, carrots, rushes, strawberries, alfalfa, rye. I hope we can get some grain set up. Gotta get grain and or root vegetables. It's fine. Update, we're getting grain and or root vegetables, because those are required. I just realized that we don't actually have, stuff to make food with, so... And there's and a bunch more mouths to feed just arrived, so we kind of need to, get a bunch of food. We kind of need to get food set up. Oh, hey, a wheelbarrow. Okay, with the wheelbarrow. Nice. So I've currently got a bunch of, got some dwarves, actually, let me see. Q. X. Move building. Yeah, I am going to. Yeah, if I could get rice, that would be great. There is rye nearby, so we've got, so we've already got grain. Actually, you know what? Chop down some trees and clear some space for, a field. There we go. Have you guys arrived at the fort proper yet? Yes, they have. Okay, so who's this guy? Metal crafter. Herbalist. Miner. Metalsmith. Metal crafter. Woodworker. Woodcutter. Another miner. Gem cutter. Peasant. And a miller. Well, that's good. We can get a mill set up once we've got grain. Somebody get to, beekeeping. Where is the thing? I don't know. Hunting. I'd say that everyone, that some of you guys can do, hunting. You can do hunting as well. And so can you. Similarly, strand extraction has to do with cotton candy, by the way. Glazing, pottery, glass making. Where's the thing that I'm looking for? Trade goods hauling. Yeah. You guys just do your own thing, I guess. Oh, and everyone should get to haul stuff, so that's, blah, 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 blah. Oh, right, gotta see if this is... If we've finally hit dry rock. Or have the water in Ida has gotten... Yeah, this is fine. Okay, you dwarves. Channel. Maybe this will finally be the dry layer. Known only in myths and legends. Ooh, this is a good spot for a field. How many things are in here? We've got cloth, hogs, pears, bitter vetch. What's bitter vetch? Okay, bitter vetch is bitter vetch. That is completely descriptive. Bitter vetch. Oh, neat. So we've got, grain legumes. Oh, hey, microcline! Oh, dangerous terrain. That's not good. Still wet. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yes. We've got moonstones. Neat. Microcline moonstones. Even our dangerous terrain is wet. Do we have any seeds in here? Because if we've got any seeds in this stockpile, we've got rye. Is that seeds? This is a rye. Can I just grow? Can I start growing rye in my little field here? Not yet.
time to start, well, time to make some temporary buildings. Workshops, seems like here we go. Temporary. There's now a bunch of temporary buildings. I've got my dwarves gathering plants. I just want seeds, damn it. Mist? Is that mist? There's mist, I think. Wet. It's wet. It's still wet. Dang it. Bye. Everything continues to be wet. Why is it still wet? No way, I don't want to get copyright struck or anything too. Right. The microphone is wet. How deep is the water? Hopefully not too deep. Smoothen it. There, smooth the spoon. Smooth. Hold on, let me try something out. Okay, this is good. No seeds available for this location. What? What's going on? Okay, that's just apples. That's fine. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing whatsoever. Okay. Is this still done? get hunting and butchery. And you second from the bottom, you get carpentry, wherever that is. Carpentry, there it is. Urvad, carpenter, go. Oh, but you're already mining, so. There. You can do stuff with wood. No steel, apparently. All of those items, dang it. Do we have food? Is there food to eat? How do I get no seeds available. What do I help? First outpost. Obtaining food. Hello. Welcome back. Indeed. I really hope that I can... What are these? Boar. There's boar. Yeah, there's native rye, so if I can actually find some of it... If I can find some... I hope rye is in the right season to plant. Garlic is not in the right season to plant. Carrots, are carrots in season? Blackberries are not in the planting season. Or persimmons. Or cattails. But why would I want to grow cattails? Dang it. Rye is not in the planting season. Okay, bye. I can't grow rye, not right now. Arrgh. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Nice. Woodcutter. Level up. Ow. Corners. Edges. Thing. Um, um, H channel. Press H to channel. Really hope this works. Come on, hit dry rock. Hit dry rock, please. I'm tired of water. There's too much water. It's getting it. Okay, game, can you get? I struck microcline once again. Wet. It's wet. The microcline's wet. The microcline is wet. Smoothen. What? There's a small patch of dry rock. Yes! Let me see if this works. Let me see if I can get dry rock. Dry rock found! There is finally dry. Let me see if this works. I will still smooth this, and dig down a layer, but I'm breaking through the aquifer. Okay, so aquifer time, dry rock, dry time. Okay, back to 100. Now try to focus on commentary of the game. Is the rock still wet? The rock is still wet, but there is dry patch. Blam. There is dry patch. That's one way to phrase it. Millet. no seeds available for this location. Kazdani, huh? Okay. You guy. Oh, a guy. There's a person who's watching the stream now. Hello. What is it? Okay, what are you going to do? Eat. Consume. Still suspended. Yeah. Let me see if that's still suspended. Like, is there still a problem, or? First outpost, yeah. Obtaining food. Needs crossbow making. How do I get a guy to make crossbows? What job is that? Sure, you can make crossbows. Go do that. Yeah, it's been 2.5 hours. Once this guy finishes making that, and I can get crossbows. Using bolts made. I think I'll end the stream. Okay. Yeah, this seems like a good place to leave off the stream. Goodbye!